Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the new off spin of the Black and Gold Show. We're gonna call this the buzz, right? This is why I get Bama State players, former players, and current players, get them on the platform and let you know the face behind the face mask. Now, for the first episode, I got one of my favorite players at Bama State, man. I've been following this kid the past couple years, and I was gonna introduce him, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But first of all, I want you guys, you watching this, please hit that like button. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Sports Talking with JB, and share this to your people, man. We supporting Bama State football, Bama State athletes, and what better way than to start it off with my guy Tyree, Showtime Saunders. How you feeling, bro?
What's going on, JB? I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling blessed, man. Appreciate you for having me on the show, man. Very appreciative for this opportunity and maybe on your show. I've been watching your platform grow with this show. You probably last year and a half, I'd say, since you started it. So I like what you've been doing, and I appreciate you for having me on again.
Hey man, no problem, bro. You know we talk, me and you talk without the cameras on all the time when you're on the field, getting ready for the games, and you know the energy you bring, bro. It gravitates. So I'd imagine the players in that locker room you play with, they gravitate to you, man. You like one of the fan favorites too. You know, I know a lot of people. You know, that's why they call you Showtime. You know?
Yeah, man. I'm just blessed to be back with this team, man. You know, like I said, this is a special team. I feel like everybody kind of know that. You know, if you didn't know that, you definitely know it now. But I kind of knew this team was special, kind of from the summer, early spring periods to like really the summer. Like we had a really great summer. You know, we're always working, but something just felt different this year, and I was just excited to be back with the guys, and it was it's been good getting to know all the new guys who came in for this, this past spring and summer portal, but also a lot of guys that we brought back and I've seen mature, get older, and become better football players. So it's been good to be back and be around everybody and the fans as well.
Awesome. So you speaking of coming back, first let's start from the top, right? Tell the people how you got, where are you from, and how did you get to Bama State?
I got you. So I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Right when high school at First Coast High School, I was a 3-star recruit, football. I did basketball, track, the whole nine. Ended up signing to Virginia Tech out of high school on a full-ride scholarship. I was there for a season. I went there during the COVID years, so things was a little bit off, and I'm making the transition to East Carolina, to where the business side of things happened, and where I got to Bama State. How I got to Bama State was actually through my defensive coordinator at my high school. He's a graduate of Alabama State, him and the linebacker coach. So when it came down to it was actually between Alabama State and UT Martin. I took an official visit to them during my in my time in the portal. And it was when I came to Bama State, it was something about it. I wanted to give an opportunity, and I wanted to be around my people, I guess you could say. And I want to take the opportunity. So that's how I got to Bama State.
Awesome, man. We're glad you're here, bro. Last year, your season got cut short due to injury. I'm gonna ask you about that too. But man, Bama State is definitely family. Being around the players' families, and covering the team, all the coaches, man. It's they've embraced me. Like you guys have embraced me just covering the team. And I had Coach E-Rob on. And Coach E-Rob is like, first of all, tell me about your relationship with Coach E-Rob real quick.
Coach E-Rob, man, I like Coach E-Rob, man. He prepared me, mentally, physically for just like life outside of football. That's one thing I can say about Coach. He builds you. If you stick with him, you be here. You do your 3-4 years, 5, however the case may be. He will make you a man. The NFL not promising nobody, but one thing he always says, I'm gonna do my best, and we will get you to graduation. Also, build you a man when your parents drop you off. When you're 18, 19, or if you come through the portal like me, you stick around long enough. From everything he speaks about to, the videos he shows that he wants to get a message out of. He's building, young honorable man as well as top football players who are mentally tough as well. So now
Yeah.
my relationship with him is pretty good. I got his phone number. I can call him anytime. He answers, late night, early morning. He just want me to coach, you're doing the right stuff, working hard, doing the right thing. He'll do the stuff that helps you get to where you need to go.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. And man, I catch some of you guys practices like toward the end, and I caught you the other day to like y'all was working hard, boy. I was out there getting it.
Man, that's one thing with anybody asking about practices, man. Our practices, we practice hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. Coach Erod, he set the tone since I've been here, and since I've been here, the practice has always been hard. And to me, at this point, practice be feeling harder than the game, just because I'm going against the guys who they see everything I do. I know they know my moves, I know their moves. They know half our plays already by now. They probably know more of the plays, but they know our plays. We know how they play. So it's a battle because, he set a certain standard that we got to adhere to. So when one day we playing to the standard and defense playing not to the standard, or if it's opposite, or both days where it's like we both playing to the same standard, it can get real when people get tired. But, how you build a championship team and championship program, you got to put the work in. So that's one thing we do. We put the work in practice. So it yields results, as you can see.
Yeah, and I see it, man. Y'all, this has been a great season. So far, still got a couple games left.
Right.
But if you had to give a message to any player that may be looking like recruit coming out of high school, or somebody looking to transfer and they're thinking about Bama State, what would be your pitch for them to come to Bama State?
My pitch would be, man, if you got a goal and you hard set on it, man, this is the place you could come to, and you could achieve any goal you have set for yourself, right? That's football-wise, academic-wise, a combination of both, man. This is a hard-working place for tough-minded people. You got to grind. You got to have, you're going to be mentally tough. If you're not already mentally tough, you're going to get mentally tough just by the people who are in the building, around the building, and it's just going to build you up. And, we might tear you down a little bit to build you up hot, stronger, knock off all the bad habits to build a good habit, but it benefits you in the long run, These days, I say everybody want instant gratification, man. It's hard, to pass on that instant gratification to get it later on. But if you're willing to sacrifice now to get what you want later on, this is a place for you, for sure.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's a great pitch right there. You sound like you can recruit some guys to Bama State.
Hey, man, when you've been in the program, man, it's kind of it's in you. And like I said, I believe it, man. Like I said, it's been a good time being here, and definitely I mature with it and everything with the program as well. So yeah, a lot of messages have resonated, and they definitely on the field messages and all the field messages they apply in different aspects.
Yeah. So Tyree, do you have another year eligibility?
That I actually do not know. I'm not 1,000% sure. Like I said, I had an injury last year. Before I had my injury, I did have another year. If I didn't get hurt, that I could have did.
Right.
So with my injury, using it as a medical rest, I never had a medical injury, my whole career in college. So that's something I guess after the season, I could find out more about. But so to answer your question, I actually don't know officially. So I actually don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that. So let's speaking of that injury, bro. I really want, because we never actually talked about the injury. I just know last year when you got hurt, and I saw your progress on social media, and I saw you had your leg, you had the brace on and whatnot. So kind of walk us through what happened on that injury, and then let's talk about your recovery.
Okay, so I got injured September 4th. It was after the North Carolina Central game. Like I said, we practicing, ball go up, kind of a tough collision with me and my teammate in the air. I end up hitting the ground, bodies hit the ground, and I was just affected. It had affected my leg. Ended up finding out I had a torn patella tendon. So that was the injury that I ended up suffering from that practice and that play. Obviously I was out for the season. I ended up having my surgery September 9th, the day before my birthday. Actually, my birthday was September 10th, so that was a rough birthday. But and I was home for after my surgery. My mom was taking care of me for a good solid 2 weeks. And then once I was able to, once the doctors cleared me to start my rehab, I came back to Montgomery, and so I just got to work. And it was a lengthy process because of the nature of the injury. And it was traumatic. I did have to kind of learn how to re-walk again. So that was kind of a hard thing to get through, learn how to, kind of re-walk and then go from walking to jogging and jogging to running. But one thing, once I kind of got to the jogging part, I was able to up the ante when it comes to my rehab and do more because, the hardest part was, the walking part, and then I got to go to crutches and, the whole nine with that. So once I was able to get the jogging on the treadmill and then jog on grass, I think that started around December, I want to say, around early November, like around Turkey Day Classic, around that time frame. That's when I kind of started getting close to jogging. Then I definitely started jogging in December. And once I got to January, I just hit the ground rolling. I pushed my rehab to the max as I could because I had a goal of getting back. It did. Had a mental on me. I let it get to me at more than probably I should have. That my first surgery ever. That was my first knee injury ever. So just kind of let that got to me a little bit. But once I was able to get back on my feet and I saw the progress that I was making, I kind of set a deadline for myself to like, hey, I want to be cleared before fall camp start. Because, technically I was supposed to be cleared till a year later, so that would put me around September-ish. So, I'm a hard worker, and I think you see, you come to the practice, you see what I do at the practice. So once I kind of had like set in my mind that, what, I'm gonna get this done, I took everything to the extreme, with the rehab that they planned. They had set up for me at Bama State, plus doing extra stuff, on my own, where I was at, where I was in Florida or here in Montgomery. I put in extra work by myself, with my family, with friends and loved ones, any opportunity was just rehab. So I was blessed and able to finally get cleared July 28th. I want to say that's 2 or 3 days before fall camp started, and I beat my timeline by 2 months. So that was a big moment for me just to beat the timeline by 2 months, knowing that I possibly couldn't have made it back till September, but I was able to make it back before fall camp. So I was able to get go through the fall camp process, get that rust off, try to get back to me as much as possible. So that was really like my rehab story, and I kept it really low key. I didn't really do I didn't really document and post every month. It was just more of me and myself thing where I just wanted to grind. See, can I be consistent? Could I be disciplined? Can I go do the work on my own with nobody watching? I'm going to rehab in the morning. I'm doing all the stuff they had me do, but can I go do the extra stuff at night? Like go jog around the neighborhood, go take a walk, jog, whatever the case I was doing, just can I do the extra stuff and be consistent with myself, knowing that I got to go, I want to get to. So I was very proud of myself, to get back to the point to where I got back to, I was able to get cleared. Only downside I could say, it wasn't really a downside, I didn't get to train football wise. I didn't do no receiver really specific training this whole summer, and I feel like that affected me a little bit because this whole probably the last 8 years I've been training. When season over, I'm training a lot. So that was the first time that I ain't just fully trained. So, but outside of that, man, I was just blessed, man. God blessed me, and then my mental, my discipline, just to get through and push through. I completed the process, man.
Yeah, man. That sounds like a tough, strenuous process, to go through all those months and months of rehabbing and getting back together, man. It definitely was in God's plan for you to get back for fall camp. And I saw you out there fall camp, and it was a moment. First game, UAB, right? You was over there by yourself throwing the tennis ball. You remember that?
Yeah, sure. That's the routine. I do that every morning for practice and in game. That's my routine. I've been doing that actually before I got hurt. I was doing that last season and the year before that. But yeah, that's my routine though. So yeah,
and I was like, you back. That's when I saw you suited up, ready to go, in that UAB game. I was like, man, he's back. And that's when I was like, man, this dude has overcame major knee surgery, got back, suited up, ready to go week 1. That was awesome, bro. That was awesome. And it's a test to your hard work. Without you working doing the extra stuff, you wouldn't have made it back that soon.
Correct. That's very true. If I was just did the regular stuff, just do here and there, do it, I would have been back in September. October, wherever the time frame would have been. But like I said, man, I had a goal set, man. When I do put my mind down on something, man, I put the work in. Trust me, I put the work in, man. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it in the end, though.
That's solid, bro. That's solid. Now you scored your first touchdown this season. At the Fort City Classic, bro. Run me through that play. Run me through that play.
Man, that play was crazy, man. So, I'm on special team as well. I'm a special team guy as well. I kind of started off with that before I, started at receiver. And, I'm back on the special team lineup. So, man, running through that play, man, we had a punt block. I actually was getting blocked that play. I just, broke it through, because my job on that was to make sure the punter punt the ball. So when I come through the line, I seen the punter, he fumbling with the ball. So, my eyes, I'm like, I'm going to run full speed. I'm going to hit him, and then hopefully one of my teammates behind me pick it up and score. Because, I'm like, sure, I'm a team player. We got, we're going to make something shake. So as I'm running to him full speed, get ready to tackle him, he looks up, he sees me, we lock eyes, and so I'm thinking he feeling like take the ball and just try to run or do something crazy. And next thing I know, he jumps to the right of me and like kick the ball as he jumped out the way. So instead of me hitting him, I'm like, well, I'm finna go pick the ball up and score. Then you finna just put it in front of me. So as you saw in the video, the ball was bounced. I had to make sure I picked it up because that thing was rolling and spinning on me. But I picked it up, hauled to the end zone, and man, that was a good touchdown. Because we've been preaching trying to get a punt return block touchdown the last couple of weeks. Because we did a kick return the week before that, I want to say. So we're like, man, we got to go all around. We got to get a kick return one. We got to get a punt block one. And now we got to get a true punt return one. That's our next goal. Try to get Nemo or whoever back there into the end zone for punt return. But so it's just all line, man. I was blessed for the opportunity to fall right in front of me.
Yeah. And you did right picking it up, man. You ain't fumble with it. You picked it right on up, walked in. Was that the easiest touchdown you ever scored?
That's probably my easiest touchdown I probably ever scored. Man. I didn't have a lot of touchdowns, just over the years in general. College-wise, that's definitely the easiest one, but in general, that's probably the easiest one I probably had.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like that personally. I said like maybe in tiny might when somebody is scared and they get out the way, but to see that on that high school and above college level, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Somebody jumps out of the way with the ball in front of them.
That punter didn't want that pressure, man. We
figured that out. I don't speak on other players, but that was something that I don't think I've probably seen before. So that was pretty crazy though, man.
Yeah. Well, it goes down as a touchdown in the record books for you.
Oh, for sure. We're gonna take the give me. You gonna give us one. We're gonna take them now. Hey, how you want to give it to us?
They should let you keep that football, man. Why they ain't let you keep the football?
Why you think about that was volleyball? I think we did. Nah, they came and got that one. I ain't gonna lie. They got that. I think I spent the ball too. I wasn't worried, but I was too busy celebrating with my teammates, man. Because like I said, we've been talking about that all week about trying to get a plump ball, try to get in the end zone. So I was just more excited to get to the sideline and celebrate with the guys. Because they know how much work I've been putting in. They know how much work we've been putting in as a team together as well. So just to get that moment with the guys, that was very fun, man. It felt good to be back in the end zone, man.
And that's another thing I like about you, man. Ultimate team player. You were one of the starting receivers when you got there, and then you get injured, then you got to shake back. Get on the field when you can, make a play when you can, but playing special teams, bro, and just being out there, just doing whatever coach asks you to do with no issues. Ultimate team player right here.
Thanks, man. I always been like that, man. Even when I was in high school, like in basketball, when I knew I was going to college for football, I tried to give my guys assists for the guys who were trying to play college basketball because I knew I was going to play college football my senior year of high school. So I told my dad, like when I was in high school, I'm like, hey, I'm probably ain't going to score that much this year unless I had to. I'm going to try to get so-and-so the ball because I know they trying to go to college for the least. So I've always been a team guy because at the end of the day, I want to win. I know we win. We all go to higher places, higher level. You might get paid more, wherever the case may be. I know when you win, everybody succeeds and get individual awards. So just being a team guy, seeing everybody's success, it gives me success, but also gives the team success, and everybody usually wins when the team doing good. So I always always been like that.
For sure, man. Now, before I let you go, I got to hit you with the new segment we like to call the Fave 5 segment. Coach Eddie Robb did it first. You the first player to actually go through this. I'm gonna give you 5 easy ones, and then I'm gonna give you a little tough one. Give me a top 5 list. So let's start it off easy, man, just so the people can know a little bit more about you. Tyree, give me your favorite meal.
Favorite meal? If you know me, you know me well. My teammates know me, man. I actually can cook, man. So my favorite meal is salmon, man. I do salmon and shrimp fried rice, and usually my other vegetable would be like broccoli. So that's probably my favorite meal right there. I cook salmon like almost every other day.
How you cook it?
So I cook it on the oven. So after I thaw it out, I season it up. Sometimes I cut it up if I want to do it, like mixing it with my rice and stuff. But if I don't cut it up, I season it all the way through. Put that thing in the pan, and I flip it each side, probably about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. I put seasoning on it. I put a little bit of honey on it. People don't know about the honey. I do a little honey-based salmon on it, so I drizzle honey on it. and it just leave like a crisp, but like some tasty taste to it. Like some of my teammates done seen it and had it. I'll send you a video. I don't think I never showed you, but I'll send you a video after this. It's really good, man. I done had great reviews on it, man. It's really good. Honey-based salmon, that's my thing right there.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, give me your favorite music artist.
My favorite music artist right now, my favorite music all-time artist is, believe it or not, I'm a real Jeezy fan.
Yeah,
like
that's
Jeezy. I'm a Jeezy guy. Like new art, like a young guy. A young boy. I'm a really young boy. A lot of rappers, ESTG, but like all time since I've been like a youngin', I'm a Jeezy guy, man. My dad, he bumped that Jeezy a lot, so I'm full Jeezy right now.
For sure, I love it. All right, give me your favorite movie.
Favorite movie? I always tell people my favorite movie is Straight Outta Compton. The one they made, I want to say maybe like 4 years ago now. But that Straight Outta Compton movie, yeah, that's believe it or not, that's my favorite movie. I love that movie and I saw it.
That's dope. All right, give me your favorite animal.
Favorite animal? My favorite animal always been a lion. I always like the lion for some reason. Cause they always, they there, but they don't got to tell you that they there. If that makes sense. Cause everybody can see a lion coming. The lion don't got to announce himself, but when he do, trust me, everybody hear him.
You know what time it is for sure. King of the jungle.
Yeah.
So favorite sport outside of football? I probably know this already.
You probably know it's basketball for sure. Basketball. Yeah. So I did 3 sports: football, basketball, and track. Coming out of high school, I could have played college basketball. Would have been at a lower level, but outside of football, basketball, I'm a basketball. I watch basketball a lot when it's basketball season. It's real. It's crazy.
That's what's up. See, that gonna lead me to the last one, man. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Give me your top 5 NBA players of all time.
All time. All right. Number 1, I gotta go LeBron. LeBron at 1. Michael Jordan at 2, of course. Michael Jordan at 2. I'm not gonna disrespect that. You want to put him 1A, 1B. I understand people, but I'm LeBron, Michael Jordan. Number 3, I gotta go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, that you can't. I can't really see him putting past 4. At 4, I'm gonna go with. This is gonna be a crazy one, but at 4, I'm gonna go with Kobe. I don't know everybody. I put Kobe at 4. Kobe at my 4th spot right there. And then 5 could be anybody, man. But 5, just probably because my dad liked him a lot. I'm gonna say Shaq. I'm gonna go with Shaq at 5.
That's solid.
I know some people are gonna Tim Duncan me. I know Hakeem Olajuwon the Dream. I know we got Bill Russell. I can't, Bill, all them, Steph Curry, all them, but that top 5 right there, I feel like that's a top 5 right there, man.
That's solid, bro. That's solid. I don't think I ever heard it in that order, but that's solid for real, bro.
Yeah, that's my because I told you I watch a lot of basketball, man. So I've been trust me, I keep up a lot of more basketball than people probably would.
Yeah, also I'm gonna let y'all the hook with that. That was good right there, bro.
What's your top 5? You said what was your top 5? I know you like my top 5.
Hold on, now this about you now. This about you, but I
just want to see where your knowledge is at. Where your top 5 is at.
I got Gold James at 1.
All right.
MJ at 2.
MJ at 2. Got it.
Man.
That 3 spot.
You could go Kobe. You could go Kareem. Man. I'm gonna go Kobe.
You Kobe at 3, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kobe. I mean, I'll go Kareem. I'll go Kareem at 4.
All right, I can see that.
No. Matter of fact, let me go Magic.
At 4?
Magic at 4. I'm gonna go Magic at 4.
Magic at 4.
I'm gonna go Magic at 4.
So Kareem at 5?
And Kareem at 5. For the simple fact, Magic had to come in and carry Kareem. And
he was older already. He was already
I know. Yeah, Kareem had the most. I know. But Magic Johnson did a lot, bro.
He top 10. I don't know if he over. I don't know if he over Kareem though. JB.
I know, bro. I mean,
LeBron just broke his scoring record. That thing was standing.
40 years.
That thing was standing for a minute.
40 years. That's true.
You going that's tough to put. I think Magic might even say he like Kareem over him, but
yeah. But like I say, it's my list.
That's your list.
And you got your list. But I ain't mad at you. You might have a better list than me, but you put me on the spot.
I just had to see your knowledge. I just thought about it. I ain't never asked you about it.
Man.
Where your 5 was at.
Yeah. But all one quick question. Steph Curry, is he top 10 or not?
Oh, Curry definitely top 10, man.
Okay.
Anytime anybody who can shoot from 45 plus feet, rush when they cross the half court line, that's a dangerous person, man. That's top 10 for sure. That's really top. That's really top 7. He top 8, top 7. Cause that's just dangerous right there.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. I mean, shoot. Hey, you talk ball too. You talk basketball too. I like it.
Hey, man. I do it, man. I told you, man. I'm a real sports head, man. Believe it or not, I'm really into sports, man. I always been like that though, but I'm really into all the sports stuff.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, y'all please hit that like button if you're watching this. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, Sports Talking with JB. Black and Gold Show. I'm the host of that. Bama State Recap Show. Now we got a new one called The Buzz. We're gonna do interviews with current players, former players. This is the first one right here with Tyree Saunders, Showtime Saunders, man. Where you get the Showtime nickname from?
Man, I actually got it from my dad, man. It started in like late middle school. I want to say like my 8th grade year. I was doing pretty good in football and basketball, back-to-back season. Then going to like my high school career, just playing 3 sports all through high school. I performed to like one of the highest level I feel like in my city at that time frame. So like in 3 different sports, going from football season and having a ball of the year receiver. So boom, I'll take a week off, go play basketball. Next thing I'm starting point guard. I'm taking my team to the playoffs. I'm dropping, winning big games, rivalry games, and then to the track season where I'll take a week off again, and then I'm out here running track. And I actually won a state championship in track in a 4x1 with a group of guys, and all 4 of us actually ended up going to college off of that 4x1 team that won state. So just over the years, man, between them 4 years, it's just football, basketball, and track, travel ball, the whole nine. It kind of just started with my dad saying it. Then high school, you put on a performer, you kind of start taking it as yourself. And then I'll say my last 2 years of high school, I kind of cemented it, for real. My last 2 years of high school for sure. I definitely put on great performances. If, whoever came to the game, football or basketball, 9 out of 10, you're going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So you've been him.
Yeah. Through God though, man. Through God, man. He blessed me with a lot of ability, man. He blessed me a lot, man. So through him, man, I did great.
For sure, man. Real athlete right here, man. Tyree Showtime Saunders, man. Hey, we really appreciate you for joining, man. The first athlete to join the Buzz. Tell the people where they can find you on social media and whatnot.
I got you, man. Appreciate you for having me on here again. You can find me on Instagram at Showtime_RE. That's pretty much it. And then my Twitter, if you're on Twitter, is Showtime Tyree. Everything all together, nothing spelled crazy. It's spelled, the regular way. So that way you can find me, man. And like I said, I appreciate you having me on, JB. It was a very appreciative moment right here.
Hey, man, no problem, man. Me and you, we tight, man. So we gonna build a bond even after you leave Bama State. I'm gonna keep up with you, bro.
You got to. I'm an alumni too. I don't know if you knew that. I'm actually an alumni. I'm finna be a double alum in about 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Your boy getting that master's December 5th. Yeah, so I'll be a double alum.
I'll be at the graduation.
Yes, sir. And then the SWAT championship that next day. So yeah, we're gonna have a great weekend that weekend.
Great weekend, baby. Great weekend. Hey, man. Appreciate you, Tyree, man, and thanks everybody for watching. This JB, that's Tyree Showtime Saunders. This was the Buzz. See y'all next time, and y'all have a great one.